To find out the origins of Assassin's Creed, you must go to the generation of gaming consoles before. The Assassin's Creed series originated from the ideas of the Prince of Persia's Sands of Time. The Prince of Persia's Sands of Time was a critically acclaimed success for the most part, leading Ubisoft to make a sequel. Patrice Désilets, the lead developer of the game, was tasked for the upcoming sequel. Instead of taking the easy route, the development team found that the Prince of Persia IP could do with a whole new makeover. Patrice Désilets and the rest of the Ubisoft Montreal team decided to bring their new game to the open world, taking advantages from the next generation console's processing power and render distances. Naturally, the team wanted to move away from the Prince of Persia setting heavily borrowed from the novel Alamut, to have more of a focus on secret societies, which led them to the Assassins. This in turn leads them to develop a narrative where the player could control an assassin that served as a bodyguard to a non-playable prince, leading them to the core of the game, Prince of Persia Assassins. Unfortunately, Ubisoft did not like this new approach with the Prince of Persia game without the prince as a playable character. So they told them to use a new IP for the game. Ubisoft marketing division suggested the new game could be called Assassin's Creed, playing off the creed of assassins, and they're saying,
"Nothing is true and everything is permitted."
Assassin's Creed was first announced to the public on E3 2006. Coming off the new Scimitar engine, which was supposed to support the large open-world environments and improved graphics. Players were promised to play as an assassin through the Third Crusade, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, evading guards and climbing anything you can see. Thought impossible at that time, the Ubisoft team managed to make a game that was just that. As the hype wasn't high already, they also released a cool teaser trailer for the game, which would become a main staple at announcing new Assassin's Creed games every E3 in the years to come. This trailer showed an assassin murder a guy and parkour his way to freedom while evading guards right before he disappears in a group of praying monks. Assassin's Creed was first released on the 13th of May 2007 for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 and PC. Assassin's Creed starts you off as a bartender named Desmond Miles, kidnapped by Abstergo Industries, which are a multinational corporate conglomerate. Assassin's Creed starts off very mysteriously as you and the character are left in the dark about what's really going on. As you progress through Assassin's Creed, you begin to find out what's really going on with bits and pieces to work out. You undergo strange sci-fi tests inside a machine called the Animus, which allows you to access genetic memories from your former relatives. You then play in a type of virtual reality of that memory. It really is ambitious. In the Animus, you are given control of an assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, through the Third Crusade in 1191. Throughout the Assassin's Creed map, you explore three major cities, Jerusalem, Acre, and Damascus. In these cities, you are required to climb tall towers to reveal the map. After failing an early mission that leads to the death of an assassin and critically injuring another, you are stripped from your rank and are required to hunt down 9 targets around the region, all of which belong to a secret organization called the Knights Templar. As you hunt down your targets, you slowly learn the devastating truth about the real reason you do so, along with a major cliffhanger at the end. The narrative didn't strike audiences as much as the gameplay did. The gameplay really made Assassin's Creed special, with revolutionary climbing mechanics along with smoothly animated chained motions. And if you see a wall that looks like you can climb it, you will, and Altair can chain his runs, jumps and leaps with chained fluid animation. Assassin's Creed had a decent enough storyline, but the missions seemed to be more repetitive than the next. In every sequence you would either pickpocket eavesdrop,
I'm telling you, it's rats.
No, it's children. I hear
intimidate, or do special missions from other assassins, and then assassinate the target. Little was in the way of side missions and collectibles. The only side missions had you to protect monks, capture flags around the map,
Soon, all your eyes will be open to the truth.
or kill Templars. Player combat was also unique, with simple but stylish swordplay simulating real sword fights, and when your target runs away, chasing him down as you parkour your way to him is exhilarating. Or if you get overwhelmed with the number of guards you are fighting, you can simply run away with onlooking guards joining in on the chase. Assassin's Creed also implemented a stealth aspect to the game as well. You can move through crowds seamlessly or stay camouflaged in a group of praying monks, sit on benches to blend in, or hide in wells or haystacks. Graphically, Assassin's Creed holds up well with high-resolution textures, decent lighting effects, as well as brilliant animation design. One thing lacking was the color varieties, which most games at that time suffered from too, but gamers weren't complaining. Up to this point, maps at this size and density were practically unheard of. Streets were bustling with life, with interactive NPCs, along with the cities representing real-world cities from that time period, thanks to the extensive research by the development team. Critically, Assassin's Creed managed to score around the 80 to 70% range, with critics finding fault with the repetitive mission structures and sometimes frustrating gameplay, but praising the revolutionary gameplay mechanics and the revolutionary graphical direction. Critics also found fault with the climbing structures. You could find troubling at times, or you could even accidentally jump the wrong way and fall to your death at tense moments. Swordplay could get kind of tense too when you're in mid-duel and another guard attacks you from behind, or you get stuck fighting a guard when you would rather run the other direction.